So here we go. It is time for the semifinal A side, Charlie, and this is going to be a very, very exciting race with our top qualifier, Jared Tebow.
Pressure's kind of on now. 5 spots up for grabs, plus the fastest 2. These guys are going to be looking to beat a 38 in a 30 minutes and 2 seconds time.
So that's what I guess the next group of fastest are shooting for after the top 5. So we'll see who's going to be it. 5, possibly 7 of these guys are going to have their chance to be crowned world champion as we bring the field to the grid here, and mechanics with fuel bottle in hand get ready to top off these tanks as we get ready to go green flag racing. And looks like I just saw Billy Fischer there. Mechanic for Billy Fischer just run back to the pit lane, and as we pick up Joe there holding Jared's car with a bottle of fuel ready to top it off, and Jared is making sure the engine doesn't flame there. Kicking up a little roost.
I've been down through that warm-up area that's just adjacent to the pit lane, and oh my gosh, talk about mayhem.
Oh, it is. It is. Right there where you see the line of spectators. As we
and it looks like
here.
Fischer with another flame out there.
And we're down and away. Jared Tebow bringing the field up into the Talladega corner, all the way up to the wall here. And, a massive pileup at the start of this one.
Talladega corner turning into Calamity Corner.
Exactly. The big one happened there in the first lap. And that is not good here as these guys get strung out quite a bit. And we'll see who's going to be away. And it is Jared who stayed in front, obviously taking advantage of that pole position and built up quite a massive lead here in the first half of the lap.
It's huge.
Huge, massive, big.
Here he comes through the, we pick up another wreck in the back of the pack. Looks like that's Drake getting collected.
And here comes Jared coming around to complete lap number 1. And down the line he goes, driving to Kyosho. Way up into the big curve he goes. About center of the curve is Jared driving Kyosho. Orion, a.k.a. Nice and tight around the tires there.
Those are also known as tires.
Yes, they are. Here we come. Sends it in. Ooh, getting it all kinds of wrong there. Let's check the replay on that one. That was a big, big crash.
What was he thinking? You see just a little too much power, sideways, bam, fence.
Exactly. So now this is going to move to Martin Bayer now, going to inherit the lead after that costly mistake from Jared Tebow, and that sends Jared deep into the field. Martin Bayer from the Czech Republic driving a Losi as he goes into that big triple-double.
He's been on pace kind of all week this week.
He is. He's been doing very well, and one of the top drivers from Europe. Many times he's had many podium finishes and wins at some of the bigger European races.
Carry on with the action here as you see these guys neck and neck, side by side, door to door, nose to tail, all of the above, trying to stay in that top 5 right now. So here's our lead group, first, second, third, and you see 4th and 5th just to the back there as Bayer pushes to the high side.
Here they come, Martin Bayer. It looks like Jorn Neumann is in the 2nd spot driving the LRP car. And we pick up Jared Tebow again here. Jared
quagmired in some traffic.
Yeah, deep into the field. So Jared's got some work to do. As a costly,
more mistakes.
Exactly, not
maybe feeling the pressure here as Tebow odds-on favorite to walk away with this semi, but finding himself way down, probably going to say 7th or 8th in the field right now.
Those might have been his only 2 mistakes so far this weekend.
Could very well be.
And not a good time for those to happen.
But he, lot of pressure on his shoulders right now, I think, is the problem, and he's just waiting to get that shake that off.
Either one will work.
Yeah, where's my thesaurus when I need it?
Yeah, exactly. I've been without that. So it's Martin Bayer bringing the lead in the field here. Into the big triple doubles, no problem there.
Not the fastest line, but still safe. Always landing rubber side down. And car not taking any extra hops or bounces, but getting through that section.
As you see the cars go around, you see the spectators lined up top there in the containers and all along the fence. This is a great event, and people from all around, and even have some locals here.
It's a spectacle.
It is a spectacle, and it was advertised.
Ow.
Oh, trouble there for Bayer.
Bayer getting it wrong in that the double section there, giving the lead away. Had this one kind of in control and just throwing it all away now. And our new leader, Easton, also thrown it away. So that gives us, this is Savoya, if I'm not mistaken, yeah?
I think so.
Orange wing, yellow wheels. Savoya.
Savoya now a...
Renaud Savoya.
Now a resident of the United States.
He's from Texas.
Yeah, now he's from Texas. France via Australia, now a Texan.
I believe his missus moved with him as well.
I think so, yeah. They're getting RB USA up and running there in Texas. I don't think he'll pick up a Texas accent with his French. No.
A French Texas accent.
Yeah, that won't go too well. But I think that's your Neumann behind him. And Neumann, probably a surprise for some to make it into the semis, driving the LRP car. But
surprised me.
Yeah, it's one of the another top driver from Europe. Really excelled in electric, especially four-wheel drive electric. And we talk about him. The announcer curses we talk about him, and he rolls it over. Luckily, rubber side back to the dirt.
When I'm pulling for a guy that I want to do well, I make sure that none of the cameras get on him. And if we need him to make up ground, I'll get the cameras on the guy in front of him. It works every time.
Won't get him to crash. So here's a good view. Again, not pushing it too much.
The shark.
Exactly, the shark. Doing the doubles, clearing it with...
Whoa.
Oh, somebody, that looks like probably Neumann again, maybe send it into the fence.
It's okay. These guys got a pretty good cushion. I mean, the top 4 or 5 have kind of broken away from the field, so they can battle amongst each other all they want. Nobody's really making up any ground behind them.
There's a great view coming into that section. Here's a just roll this one just enough to set up for the big triple.
That's close. You come up short like that, and it could be a catastrophe before you know what happens.
The back tires hit that third jump, and it will send you hard into the concrete.
So Savoya now working his way up the hill. You see him through the Talladega turn right now, and that is still Neumann behind him, if I'm not mistaken. Or
we're going to pick up a Bayer here in Easton. Going at it. Billy Easton driving the new Serpent car, which he helped design. Oh, that was nice. Airing it out.
Little passing action through the Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Not a section to take a lot of risks. Very costly when you get it wrong over there. The marshals are on opposite ends of where the car lands. So these guys trying to tiptoe through that, to say the least.
We saw it there with Jared when he crashed on the second lap. That marshal right there, the top of the screen, was a long, long way away. And so he had some work to do. It looks like we picked up Billy Fischer here, the Fish Daddy.
Fischer back from his flame out on the start and underway here. Circulating the track, kind of middle back half of the field.
Fischer hails from Chandler, Arizona, driving the Team Losi.
It's hot in Arizona.
Yeah, it is. It's really hot there, but not as hot as here.
No, not even close. Driving.
Yeah, exactly. Not here. It's definitely it's a hot, humid heat here, and the hottest day that we've had. You see a bit of the crowd there on the side cheering these guys on, enjoying the show here at the World Championships. We get a good race here. As we got Easton, Bayer, and Fischer. Bayer and Fischer both driving Losi.
Beep, beep. Trying to find a way around. Fischer's got some work to do if he wants to make the final in this one, and charging hard right now to the inside.
Beautiful pass there coming up off that tabletop, and Billy quickly puts a couple car lengths, and Bayer tries to close back in.
See him coming back down the hill. This is the off-camber section, making their way into the concrete cross. There's a concrete buildup and a rundown from that section. Another downhill off-camber, jumping to the outside, trying to do the double, but just getting a little squirrely running up the face of that.
He saved it there because it's really, really loose. There's nobody that's running out there, so it's all fluff. And Billy had it a bit sideways, but able to hold on as we watch Easton, a world champion in his own. I think it's 2001.
Easton getting all kinds of wrong in the fence right there. 2003 was
it 2003 that he won the two-wheel drive in
Thank you,
Florida?
Statmaster.
Down at Minray.
You know, I've never been to Minray.
Oh, it's really, really nice. Yeah, down there. Back in my on-road racing days.
And that's a pit in for...
I think that's Jerome McGuinn.
Yeah.
I think that was Jerome McGuinn's team there. And Jerome, also from France, one half...
He comes from France. And that's Matias right there. Miguel Matias from Portugal. Working our way now. Here they come down the hill. You see they're going double single now. They were doing single double and all flavors in between, as we pick up Tebow as he puts his charge back onto the front of the field here. Not quite made his way up there, but was way down. I think he was as low as 8th or 9th spot in the opening laps of this one after that horrendous bobble through the doubles in the center of the track. Got it back together, back underway, nice and smooth. You see him working his way up the hill, kind of tiptoeing through the rougher sections there, inside-outside line, coming around that off camber into the concrete cross once again. You see the car up and over that section. Here he comes through the doubles, very wing high, lands on the nose, somehow keeps it under control and rolling.
So it looks like Easton falls in behind after Easton comes in for service here, and pick up, I think that's Savoya again.
Yeah, the Shark.
The Shark.
He has a shark haircut and a shark fin on his RC car.
Yeah, always got a cool paint job, and always got the shark of some sort on his paint job.
He's on my Proline change bin in the hobby shop I work at.
Really?
Yeah, it's his picture. See him every day.
Podium finisher at the 2008 World Championships.
Indeed.
And there he is. He is the leader right now.
I want to say he's the reigning European champion. If I'm not mistaken.
3-time. Back to back.
3 back-to-backs.
Exactly. Not done before, so it was really big for him to pull off his 3rd European championship. So it's something he's very, obviously very proud of, and looking to be probably one of the top European going into the World Championships here.
So Savoya going the 5 jump, triple-double, coming stepping up, stepping off through the carousel section across start finish. And I believe that is Mr. Tebow stalking the Shark right now.
Oh, man, just up upon him. Trying to go to the high side there, inside out. Savoya maintaining his line. Jared definitely pushing it, man. Lay it on the brakes, just give him a little love tap just to let you know I'm there. Man, Tebow is on his way to the front. Holy cow, he is on the move.
Tebow wants it back. He should have been way out in front of this one, and he wants to get back out in front of this one. Savoya knows that maybe a little queued up for some mistakes, so not trying to give him too much room, but you see Savoya there making his own mistake through that pitcher's mound, and Tebow to the front spot.
Probably the smartest move for Savoya, just let him go, because you could see that Jared was much, much faster. And it's best sometimes to just get out of the way. Big picture, these guys all know they just want to be in the top 5. Sometimes it's best to let somebody go, and you can see here, Jared just checking out already and leaving Savoya behind him.
That's the difference in a 44-second lap time to a 46-second lap time.
I'm trying to see who that is. And I don't know, is that Castellano?
Aigoin?
No?
It is Castellano.
Oh, man, looks like something in the steering.
Ooh, that's not a good sign.
No. Oh, man, this is tragedy here in the semi. You really can't afford to have any major problem like this anytime, but boy, tough luck there.
Servo saver / servo failure, perhaps. We pick up our current race leader, Jared Tebow, through the carousel across start finish. Coming back up that hill through Ungentle Bend into the short chute now. Oh, Talladega turn. And that's Easton putting the pressure on.
Man, Billy Easton looking really sharp. And working hard with that Serpent here this past year, going through the doubles, both of them. It's amazing. Jared lost his big mistake there a couple laps ago, but just setting back up and no fear, still doing the doubles.
I think that's one of the make or break you traits of a racer, is being able to put the bigger mistakes behind you and just kind of keep your head down and run the line you know you need to run, even if you may not trust it every time.
Exactly. Oh, Easton pinning it there.
Billy kind of wanting to lead this one, I think. Maybe get some confidence going, put some laps on these guys and let them know that he's one of the fast guys.
Definitely. A very, very good fight here between Jared and Billy. As they roll all 3 of those into that very, very difficult off-camber setup for the doubles. And they both, Easton a bit sideways, but he saves it.
I've been watching this all week, and I can't get over how treacherous the track gets. I mean, just doesn't look like they do anything different than they've done the 10 laps previous, and the car just wants to flip over.
Exactly, and there's so many little ruts, and the faces of the jumps have changed so much from the dirt to the concrete to some of the concrete even wearing away. That is changing here. And like we said in the first semi, that these guys didn't have much track time. They had their short little practice session, but they were off all day yesterday, and they could only watch to get feedback from their teammate. Jared up on 2 wheels, he's caught a little bit of rut, and Billy now gets by.
So Easton, your new leader in the Serpent, coming down the hill through the off-camber. Going to go over the double, very wing high, and says, I don't want to lead so badly.
Exactly. So Jared able to take advantage of that. And it's funny that Jared did it the same spot there on lap number 2. And Billy a bit too fast into there, just slid right down the hill, but able to give it a bit more throttle and pull it out of that, possibly saving that position.
Some problems can be solved with an application of power.
Exactly. There's no substitute.
So our lead battle continues on here.
Jared coming in.
Pit stop for our leader, and that's going to move Billy Easton to the top spot.
Here's Billy wing high. Oh, sends it over, but luckily rubber side back to the dirt.
So we carry on as through the concrete cross coming back down the off-camber section. Able to square up for that double. Comes off a little sideways, but no muss, no fuss, away he goes.
Billy leads this one as Jared came in for service here. So Billy Easton, you see quite a bit of a cushion.
His lead is huge.
Exactly. So now we pick up Jared, who's after his pit stop.
Probably still in second spot from the looks of things.
Easton in the big triple-double.
Stepping up, stepping off. Carousel. Maybe going to pit next lap.
Yep, Easton staying out there.
Look at the car dance around out there.
There's no chance to even take a break. And just something, every lap there's something that can come out and bite you, catch a tire, catch an edge, and send you over. And Billy going for the double there. We pick up, looks like Billy Fischer way up. Yes, it is. Billy Fischer and his Losi, Novarossi.
Fischer flirting with a transfer spot right now. I believe he is running in the 8th or 7th spot, trying to go as fast as he can and get lucky and make his way in on time. They're a little off pace. These guys are going to have to pick it up a scotch if they want to be a real threat and kind of secure their way in on time. They got to make up a couple seconds from the looks of things.
As you mentioned, Charlie, at the start of this one, as we got Easton in for fuel down and away.
Driving it into the wall.
Exactly. You mentioned it early at the start of this one. The couple wrecks that we had earlier slowed the pace down a little bit, and we talked about it so much already, is that the time and laps for the 6th and 7th finisher in either one of these semis very, very important for those two final positions into the main.
So Tebow and Easton now working their way through the south side of the track. Going double, single still. We saw a lot of guys going single-double in the first semi. This staying with their game plan of double-single looks to be. Over the single, doing the 5-jump, triple-double. Little over-jump on the triple, and you see Easton getting it all kinds of wrong back there.
So Easton pushing it, trying to stay with Jared. And they both come in for their latest pit stop, so they're continue onto the racetrack.
Mind games. These guys not wanting any one driver to think he's faster than the rest and have confidence. They want to make sure that their pace is known, their presence is felt, if you will.
These guys trying to be in that top 5, still doing that very, very difficult double section there. We got a rollover. That was Billy Fischer. Fischer was very, very happy with his qualifying ways, and really had a good mindset. Talked to him on the first day. Everybody arrived here, and he was very, very excited, but was quite calm. And I was happy to see that for Billy. Billy's a great guy, and real good sport, and helps out people when I see him at the races anywhere.
Super helpful guy.
He is. He's really, really good, and
one of those drivers that puts his car down to fix your car.
Exactly, and I have personally experienced that because we were at a race with my daughter and needed help. I hadn't built a Losi clutch, and Billy pretty much dropped what he was doing and helped Sarah and I out. And he's just a great, great guy. So wish him the best of luck here in the rest of the summer.
So we carry on. This is Mr. Tebow leading the way. You see the blue nose, the white tail, and the all-white wheels and the white wing on this one. Coming his way through the half and halves, around the high side of the burial mound, over the single. I'm guessing triple-double. Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah, no problem. Cut the corner there a little bit.
Yeah. Jumping to the inside of the off.
Exactly, every corner. And there's another good shot of the crowd watching the semi go on. We're in our second semifinal. Jared trying to recover from that earlier crash, and he's definitely back on pace.
I had to go hire a security guard to keep the fans off of our scaffolding over there.
Yeah, they're looking for every piece of real estate to watch this race, and there's people that came here on vacation or holiday, as the Europeans call it, come here just to come to Thailand to just come and watch the race. They're not participating, but it's pretty awesome. go to a beautiful place like Thailand and watch the maybe one of the best world championships ever. So it's a pretty neat deal.
It's been a great race. I think that the surface changes, the overall size of the track itself and the facility is just second to none.
It's huge.
Yeah, huge.
So Jared out front leading away. Not putting a wheel wrong here as of late. Hopefully got his mistakes out of the way there early in the first couple laps here. And Jared driving that Orion-powered Kyosho out front here. Smooth and steady. Easy over that roller. Pitches it a bit sideways. Adds a bit more throttle and moves on.
Straight shot in the pitcher's mound there. I don't think he even had to turn the wheels. He just kind of drove that straight line.
Ooh, a bit sideways there coming up. There's like a launch zone into that big 5 jump there, that triple-double that you got to, maybe 1.5 feet, 2 feet maximum that you got to hit. If not, it's definitely trouble.
He's definitely pushing hard, not taking it easy. I mean, you see the car stepping out everywhere, getting sideways over all the jumps. I don't know if it's something's changed in the setup stuff that he did, or if he's just trying to feel out the track right now so that he's as prepared as he can be for the finals.
Been changing something every time we talk to him after every qualifier round.
Not big stuff.
Yeah, no, just simple things, but trying to find a good balance. He was telling us earlier ride height was really, really important, where he was really trying to get a good balance. Said the back end of his Kyosho was squatting a bit, so he was jacking the back up with massive ride height, more normal than he normally would, and so just trying to find the right balance for his Kyosho.
Working his way up the hill now through the Talladega turn, coming back down the hill, off camber there.
Stormtrooper there on his mission. Somebody rolls it right in front of our leader.
And one more off camber into the double, nice and smooth that time. Going ski jump, little over jump there. You see the car resisting the single. As we pick up Adam Drake now.
Adam Drake, haven't heard much about him here in the semis. Adam, as we said earlier in the broadcast there, the smooth and consistent. Wasn't worried about hot laps, just trying to get consistent qualifiers in to get himself into the semis. He definitely did that. And Adam able to go longer on fuel than everybody else.
Any other person in all of Nitro racing.
Exactly, absolutely. You know, well over 10 minutes. So we're going to see how that plays out. Now we flash back 2 years ago. We see what it did to Hara. It brought him from nowhere in the equation for the first 1/3, 2/3 of the race to bam, Hara's all of a sudden now in the top 5, top 3. So we'll see how the fuel economy, if Adam is able to make it into the finals, we'll see how that plays out.
Adam in good shape right now, running in the 5 spot.
Ty Tessman.
Oh no.
Oh, a flame out.
They were ready for something.
Exactly.
Fuel dripping out of the gun there. Car's not refiring.
Oh man, terrible luck for Tessman.
But they got some fuel on the air filter. Made her a little rich, hard to refire.
And able to do it, but they had the box there ahead of time. You see some of the teams, the boxes behind them are on the floor, but they fueled it right on there just in case. Ty Tessman, you know, the top racer in Canada, a surprise finalist 2 years ago in Charlotte. As
he made his dad cry.
Yeah. It was a great family there, the Tessmans, you know, just like many other families, you know, the Fenn family, and it's definitely a family hobby. And even halfway around the world here at the World Championships, it's still the family that's working together.
We pick up what I want to say. Is it Castellano?
I don't know. It's kind of tough. We got Drake, Castellano, and Fend, all with, you know, kind of not the same paint jobs, but
that's
similar.
No.
Drake? I think it is Drake. Mr. Drake.
You're correct.
All right, see, now we pick up Jared again. Jared, perfect line there. Right on the corner of the tire. Slides it around, pushes a bit wide, still plenty enough to do the double dances in the air. Sticks a landing, yeah. That's Jared corner there. That's where he lost it earlier.
He's just millimeters away from that getting all kinds of wrong.
Yeah, because that fence, it will jump out and grab you.
Here comes through the half and halves, making the 180. Up over to the right on top of the burial mound now. Checking his off-camber setup. Stepping up, now stepping off. Carousel corner right across timing and scoring. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000 seconds of full throttle as he makes his way through the far side of the track.
He's one of the longest straightaways kind of where you've ever seen 1/8 scale buggies just flat out for so long. And,
it's so long there's a turn in the middle of it.
They like it because they love to go fast, and more challenges.
I like to go fast.
Throughout the racetrack, Jared able to come back after his early mistake, and now keeping it pretty smooth, steady, and consistent.
High side of the burial mound one more time. Triple, double.
Oh,
ooh, interesting line there.
It worked.
Mm-hmm.
A little traction off the top of the fence.
Seat hopping off the tires.
Some of these guys, as you see sparks coming off when they bottom out on the concrete. It's
yeah,
pretty cool.
Yeah. I actually started doing some of this track walking. All the cool guys walk the track between races. I'm a cool guy.
You are cool, yeah.
So
exactly.
I wanted to go out and be a cool guy. You would not believe what the surface of this place looks like. You can't. The shots we have do it no justice. It is pitted, rutted, beaten, and battered, to say the very least.
Charlie, make a good point about the drivers walking the track. On the first couple days, it was only the top pros working it. You didn't see the 50th qualifier, and there's a good picture of the driver's stand there. Jared Tebow just all hunched over, just game on. Jorn Neumann in the LRP shirt right behind Miguel Matias and Matt Castellano.
Arms crossed.
Yeah, just unfortunately.
You cannot turn fast laps with your arms crossed.
No, and then all the way to the left, Ty Tessman is there. But I was saying, the first couple days, it was just the top dogs walking the track, taking a look. You know, Hara and Jared were like the first guys out there every time, and then more and more and more. And pretty soon, you know, there's 50 guys out during the short little breaks, checking things out, learning from the pros. And
they were wearing the tracks out with their sighting laps, I think. But we talked to Jared a lot during the week, and he says it's something he's picked up from motocross racing.
Exactly right.
Real Motorsports, they walk the tracks nonstop, and sometimes that's one of the few times they have free time is when they go and they take that and they go on and walk the track their whole time.
So many times Jared had his tunes on and he was just walking the track and focusing. And there's Joe Pillars down and away. Jared, a good fuel stop there.
That was so fast it didn't look like he put any fuel in it.
No, it was just down and away. And everybody using fuel guns except I don't think Mr. McBride. I don't think Mr. McBride was using fuel gun. I thought he was using just a fuel bottle.
Nice.
We'll have to see.
At least he didn't have a pull start on it.
Yeah, there's somebody here with one.
I don't think they made it into the race.
No, I don't think they. Jerome Aigoin now, they're from France, and half of the Aigoin brothers. And they're driving to Kyosho.
That's kind of a rough break to have to race your own brother out of the finals. I mean.
And it's Yannick is normally a bit quicker in most of the big races, but then there's times Jerome will just lay the whoops down on his brother, and it's cool that.
My brother used to race. He never beat me because I refused to race the class that he was racing, so that couldn't happen.
Yeah, Dak would have whooped you.
We carry on. This is who are we with here?
I think we're still with Jerome.
Oh, you're correct, sir.
He brings it, starts to close in a bit of traffic. And again, full throttle. And it almost looks like when the cars straighten up after that big bang turn, it's like they accelerate another mile an hour or two as the suspension stops loading up and they just go into the rest of the bank.
It's a visual thing.
Oh, yeah, I know. Over the big double they go. There's a good wide view. It gives you a good outlook of what's in front of them as they come up.
Interesting there. You see over the double single, a little further to the inside of the track, found a little smoother line over the single there.
And the triple double just sent it in, fully punched. And you step up and step off across the start finish line. Another lap in the books.
See, that's Drake just ahead of him there.
I think so, yes it is.
So they're actually fighting over the transfer spot right now. Drake running in the 5 spot, Aigoin running 6th if I'm not mistaken.
Memory serves me a couple years ago there in Charlotte, Drake was waiting on time. He was one of the time drivers there, waiting to see when things finished off because his time was going to be fast enough.
He wants to make sure that doesn't happen.
Exactly. He's trying to lock it in there in the top 5 and not be those 2 drivers on the outside looking in, waiting for things to complete. As they bring it up to the big triple-double there.
Look at the size of the track. That's a beautiful shot. Gives you an idea how big this place is.
Exactly, and there's spectators lined up everywhere. And down the straightaway they go. And the pit lane a bit congested for all the guys and everything, but
it's like 2 feet wide.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of the pit men are much more than 2 feet wide.
Large and in charge. All right, we're in the closing stages here of this semifinal, and we watch the battle here continue here for that final transfer spot. And Charlie, these guys are all into it here, fully punched, trying to make that 5th and final spot.
Drake does not want to miss another World Championships final. That happened to him in 2008 based on time. As we've mentioned before, he wants to make sure that he's got one of the earned spots, so to speak.
Exactly. And Jerome, the flying Frenchman, is bringing it here. As they come across the start-finish line, Adam Drake can see him. Jerome can see that he is right now faster than Adam. So Jerome has the mindset as we come in and out of focus. It is a race right here.
Aigoin charging hard right now, trying to make up anything he can on Drake just so that Drake feels the pressure. Doesn't necessarily need to put a pass on him, just needs to force a mistake out of Mr. Drake.
And over the big doubles they go. Here they come. Tough section here. Adam a bit sideways. Jerome late on the brakes, closes right back in. Over the pitcher mound they go. What a race we have here.
This is last lap right here. Time's expired.
And these guys are racing to the line. Triple-double here. They both stick it. Jerome right there. Adam Drake a bit sideways. As they come to the start-finish line, it's a race. Drake pushes out a bit wide. Jerome to the inside. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
What a finish that one. I have no idea. We're going to have to look at the scoring. And Charlie,
actually,
what a finish.
Before we look at the scoring, let's take a look at this on the instant replay here. You see Drake got it wrong coming into the step up and step off. That gave Aigoin the room he needed to make a charge. Ducked to the outside, made Adam kind of think that he was safe and just cranked her and ripped on it and tried to duck to the inside, checked up not to run into him. And, I mean, the times are in. 3/100ths of a second separating them.
You're right, Charlie. He did check up Adam as he came off the step off, kind of took, I don't want to say the wrong line, but a more sharper line in, hit the off-camber, push wide. That allowed Jerome to have the preferred line coming to start-finish line. But then when he punched it, it really looks like he checked up right at the line.
Yeah, it's definitely checked up.
Might have been the difference.
3/100ths of a second. Welcome to the finals, Adam Drake.
Exactly. And then the times are in for Jerome and Ty Tessman. And we have to compare that to the times.
Not good enough.
Not good enough.
Not good enough. 3 seconds outside. They needed to run a 30:02. They ran a 30:05.
So that means McBride is going to be in.
Yes, he is.
So the young Australian Con McBride and Robert Battier from Spain.
He comes from Spain.
Going to join the final championship run, and maybe one of those two guys are going to be our next world champion.
Indeed. Stay tuned, folks.
Exactly. It was
World
a great
Championships
race.
final coming up next.